Hi guys, a very good morning and welcome to Power Breakfast. Those were all of the top headlines that we're tracking for you this morning. I'm Pavitra Parekh, and as always, let's kickstart the show by taking you through everything that's happening as far as the global markets go. For Asia, it's looking like quite a mixed start and no big direction really. You have a few of the markets on your screen. Taiwan is seeing cuts of around 0.5%. You have the Hang Seng, which is absolutely flat right now, slightly in the red. You have Nikkei, Kospi. These are a few of the markets which are opening mildly lower right now. Kospi actually has moved into the green as we speak. So the few markets which are managing to trade in positive territory right now are the Kospi as well as the Straits Times. So the Straits is the one where we're seeing significant gains this morning. It is up over 1%. But for the rest of Asia, the gains and the declines on both sides are not really too significant. So that's what's really happening in the Asian markets. The SGX Nifty is up on your screen. It has moved up a little bit in the past few minutes and is currently around 54 points in the green. So perhaps a positive start for our own markets, but let's see how this session really pans out. That's what's happening in Asia, but let's talk about the US markets. It was an action-packed session. Wall Street ended on a mixed note for a second consecutive day with the Dow Jones up over 190 points. A lot of the industrial capital goods kind of earnings have been good, and that is what is leading the Dow higher. The S&P 500 was down around 23 points, and the tech-heavy NASDAQ is where we're seeing a lot of pain come through because of the tech earnings, and it was down around 1.5%. Speaking of tech, note that bellwether Apple reported a beat in Q3, but it was the weak iPhone sales which really fell short of expectations, and that is what weighed on the stock, and it was down around 4% at the close. CNBC's Sarah Eisen is here with a wrap of all of the action on Wall Street.
Here on Wall Street, a mixed response to the government's report that the economy grew an annualized rate of 2.6% this summer. That follows 2 quarters of declines in gross domestic product. But one-time factors did play a role, leaving many investors still worried about recession. The Dow gained 0.6%, with some help from strong earnings being reported by non-tech companies. The S&P 500 slipped 0.6%, and the NASDAQ got hit the hardest, falling almost 1 2/3%, pushed lower by weak earnings coming from big names in the tech sector. One of those, Facebook parent Meta. 16 months ago, it had a market value of $1 trillion. Now, it doesn't even make the list of the country's 20 most valuable companies. Just today, its market value is down by $80 billion after it reaffirmed plans to spend billions of dollars to create a metaverse, even as profits and revenues fall amid tough competition from TikTok and others. That's the action from the U.S. market. Back to you in Mumbai.
Sarah, thanks a lot for getting us all of that action.